What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Admiral Beckett ghost ship. I hope you're ready to go plundering and strategically acquiring stuff from our opponents. Not stealing. No, not stealing. That's the pirate's code right there. But yes, welcome to the deck tech. We are playing Admiral Beckett. So with Admiral Beckett, we're looking at colorless Grixis colors, blue, black, and red. Other pirates you control get +1/+1. Then, at the beginning of your end step, gain control of target non-land permanent controlled by a player that was dealt combat damage by 3 or more pirates this turn. Now, any Admiral Beckett pirate ship would not be complete without some sort of pirates. I am only running about 6 pirates in here. We have Dreamcaller's Siren, which is a great way to kind of help push in that pirate combat damage when it swings in the air. And you can also tap down some of your opponent's creatures. Hostage Taker is a great way to kind of get rid of one of your opponent's really big creatures, and then we can recast it on our side of the board. And then Dire Fleet Ravager is a great way for us to get our life total down, but mainly get our opponent's life total down, since we have a lot of just kind of small little rinky-dinky creatures that we're looking to get that damage in. Dire Fleet Ravager is a great way for us to kind of help level the playing field just a little bit. Outside of that, we're also running Fathom Fleet Captain. It has that menace, which really does matter sometimes. And then whenever it attacks, as long as we control another non-token pirate, we pay 2. We can create the 2/2 black pirate creature token with menace. Also running Carry Zeb, we get some good Ragavan action. The Kite Sail Freebooter, a good way to kind of go for a little bit of hand disruption from our opponent. Now, these are about the only 6 pirates I'm actually running in the deck, and the reason for that is I'm running a lot of unblockable creatures. And one of the ways that we can really take advantage of those unblockable creatures is by using cards like this. We have Arcane Adaptation, Xenograph, and Conspiracy. These are all cards that we can get down on the battlefield, name pirate, and all of our creatures are going to become pirate in addition to the other types. So it's going to really kind of put us in this game plan to where Admiral Beckett's a little bit more of a support commander. Like, let's say that we're not going 100% in Admiral Beckett, gain control of our other stuff. As long as we can get down Admiral Beckett in one of these cards, then we can start really utilizing Admiral Beckett's ability to kind of get that combat damage through. I found in my playtesting that going with a ton of pirates, even though it was fun, in a little bit more of a competitive setting, it was a little hard to kind of get Admiral Beckett's ability online. And so using stuff like Arcane, Xenograph, and Conspiracy, it's a great way to help you kind of push that triggered ability through Admiral Beckett. Now, we are an equal opportunity employer here at the Admiral Beckett Ghost Ship. We don't hire only pirates. We hire really anybody that can get the job done. So we're running a lot of 1-drops. These are I'm running about 18 creatures in here that have the unblockable claws. So I'm only going to cover about 5 or 10 of them right now. We have the Lurker, Tormented Soul, Slitherblade. These are all creatures that just simply cannot be blocked. We're also running Wharf Infiltrator, Invisible Stalker. Same concept, except that Invisible Stalker has Hexproof, and the Infiltrator with that discard ability for 2, you can get some 3/2 colorless Eldrazi creature tokens on the battlefield that, if you get Arcane Adaptation down, you have some nice Eldrazi pirates. Feels really good. Now, outside of the normal, just unblockable creatures, we're also running a lot of creatures that have Shadow. If you're not familiar with Shadow, creatures that have Shadow cannot be blocked. They can only be blocked by creatures with Shadow. So, very few commander decks are going to run Shadow creatures in the main. So you can get these creatures down and swing in. It's almost like they have unblockable. You do have to watch out. There's going to be random cases where you do run into Shadow, but it also allows us to kind of help push in that combat damage game plan. And they also have stuff like the Deceiver and the Nether Trader. With the Deceiver, whenever it attacks, we can sacrifice it to gain control of a creature. And if we have stuff like Arcane Adaptation on the battlefield, whatever creature we gain control of will still be a pirate on the Admiral Beckett Ghost Ship. And then cards like Nether Trader, it allows us to, let's say that one of our creature gets destroyed or something, Nether Trader's in the graveyard, we can pay that black mana to have it come back out of the graveyard as another source for us to kind of put the different equipment onto it. Now, a pirate ship would not be complete without some sort of sword, so we're running 3 swords in here: Sword of Feast and Famine, Fire and Ice, and Light and Shadow. What these cards do is, let's say that we can't get Admiral Beckett going, and we're having trouble, can't get her down on the battlefield, or they keep removing her. We can use our unblockable creatures and equip these swords on there to push in to get that extra value. And in fact, one of my games, we didn't get Admiral Beckett online. We did get her down a couple times, but we just go unblockable with 2 creatures, the Sword of Feast and Famine and Sword of Fire and Ice, and that was enough for us to I don't want to ruin the video, but it helped us get close to winning the game or something like that. But yeah, you can also just start putting these on your unblockable creatures just to start generating some extra value. Now, outside of the swords, we do have some good utility weapons in here. We're running stuff like Umazama's Jitte, Rogue's Glove is going to be a good source for us to get some card draw going. Quiet as Spike is going to allow us to make sure they lose their life total, round it down. Then you throw in the Revenger Pirate, I can't remember his name, but the Orc Pirate with his arms up. You get that down, that'll really get their life total down. And same thing with the Mask of Memory, it's just a good way for us to get a little bit extra card draw if those creatures swinging in unblockable. Now, outside of the weapons that the pirates are using, we do have a few utility spells in the deck. We're running Phyrexian Metamorph, Grey Merchant, Dax Duplicate. These are cards that we can get down, either copy one of our pirates, especially with Dax Duplicate, we can copy one of our pirates to make sure we have a triggered ability for Admiral Beckett, or if we simply just want to copy one of our opponent's creatures, get a little bit extra value that we can go for that. And the same thing with Grey Merchant. A lot of our early 1-drops and 2-drops unblockable creatures, they're all black and blue converted mana cost. And so we can use Grey Merchant as another way for us to help kind of finish the game out. And then once we're swinging in with our unblockable creatures, we have a couple cards in here that allow us to get a little bit extra card draw. We have Biding of Thassa and Coastal Piracy. These are ways just to make sure that we can just generate value. Let's say we don't have the Sword of Blank and Blank. We get the Biding down to the Coastal Piracy, swinging with a couple creatures. Next thing you know, we're drawing 2 or 3 cards a turn. That's going to allow us to find the answers that we need. Now that is going to wrap up Admiral Beckett Goat Ship. I do have 3 gameplay videos up for you right now, so if you want to check them out, head over to the playlist section and give them a watch. It's actually pretty fun. I enjoyed my time with Admiral Beckett. But if you enjoyed the deck tech, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.